Hi everyone, it's Miss Kleiner-Neff again, and I'm here to bring you our next diversity book for this month. The book we're going to feature this month is called The Book of Unknown Americans by Cristina Enriquez. This is her very first novel. It's a little rough, but there's a lot of truth to it. This novel is about an apartment complex full of Hispanic people who are Spanish speakers. It is interesting that in one part of the book, there is a person who automatically thinks everyone who lives in this apartment complex is from Mexico. But what we actually find is that each of the people that live in this apartment complex have their own unique stories and are from their own unique part of the world. It's an enlightening book, and I'd like to share a little bit with you right now. First, here's the story of Gustavo Milajas. He says, "My name is Gustavo Milajas. I was born in Chinique, El Quiché, Guatemala, in 1960, the year hell came to that country. So I arrived in the United States on November 14th, 2002. Before that, I resided in Mexico. My mother is of Guatemalan descent while my father's bloodlines run through Mexico. However, my father was not part of my life. My mother raised me and my 3 brothers by herself in Guatemala. She did her best, working 2 jobs and attempting to teach us right from wrong, but there were forces beyond her control. The military in Guatemala at that time became too powerful, and the people revolted. The army began kidnapping citizens who they suspected were against them. They were burying people alive. They were raping women 30 times a day. They were laying babies in the ground and crushing their skulls with their boots. How could a baby be against them? Perhaps it was a way to torture their parents. I couldn't take it anymore. When I was 20, I decided to leave. I attempted to persuade my mother and my brothers to go to Mexico. I made the argument that because my father, we had a claim to it, but my mother was stubborn. She said if I didn't like the way things were, I shouldn't run away. I should stay there and commit myself to fixing them. But that's what the guerrillas had been trying to do for decades, and I saw no progress. No, I told her. I need to go somewhere else. There's another story in this book of Nelia Zafion. Hi, I'm Boricua loud and proud. Born in Puerto Rico until I told my mammy in 1964, the year I turned 17, that I wanted to live in New York City and dance on Broadway. My mammy put up one hell of a fight. You're only 17. You don't have any money. All of that. But I had a dream that I was going to be the next Rita Monero. I was going to be a star, and I told my mammy, you can't look for me in the movies. And I left. And there are many other stories in this, but one of the most compelling is of Arturo Rivera. Arturo and his wife Alma had a daughter who has a special need. And they came to the United States to get her help. Arturo says, I was born in Pátzcuaro, Mohican, Mexico. I lived there all my life until I came here. Other people from our town had gone north. Most of them left because they wanted a better life. That's what they said. A better life. But it wasn't like that for us. We had a good life, a beautiful life. We lived in a house that I built. We married in the town square when Alma and I were young, when people told us we didn't know anything about the world. But we knew, because the world to us was each other. And when we had Maribel, our world grew larger. We came here for her. If you are interested in the experience of immigrants in the United States, and if you are interested in the stories of why they came here, this is a great book. A book that can teach us compassion towards others when we don't know what they have been through, and a book that gives us a unique perspective on those around us.